Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Sunray, aka the Heal Wife CEO, and I am so excited to share with you all this new life journey that the Lord has me on. And so there are some of you who might have not seen me for years, depending on the platform you're watching this on. Well, hey, what's up? Hello. I pray that everything has been well, and I pray that the Lord has been keeping you in perfect peace. And so, as you guys can see by the title, the Lord is calling me, little old me from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to the DMV. He's calling me to the DMV to pursue a career in medicine, all right? And so I have already enrolled in my Post-Baccalaureate Program, and I begin classes this fall. No? Okay. I'm the only one that's excited. I'm so excited to be going back to school. And so what I want to do is share with you all how important this journey is to me. So medicine didn't just spring up in a dream overnight. The Lord sowed this seed in my heart right around the time that I graduated from Marquette University. Now, there are some of you who know about my past, but for those of you, if this is your first time seeing me, my prayer is that as I share this journey with you, that you're encouraged to see what areas of your life that the Lord is bringing about restoration. What opportunities did you have possibly in the past, but maybe you didn't have the right character, you didn't have the right mindset. And when I say mindset, I mean kingdom mindset. Maybe you were underneath different forms of oppression, whatever it is. And now the Lord is giving you a second chance. And now the Lord is saying, this is the appointed time. Whomever that's for, my prayer is that my journey would encourage you. And so back in 2016, I graduated from Marquette University with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. And so around that time, the Lord sowed this desire in my heart to pursue a career in medicine. And so the years following me graduating from Marquette, I began to tutor. I tutored professionally chemistry and biology. Chart out real quick and then also write down this one, the metabolism. So what's metabolism again? The summation of all the chemical reactions in the body. Okay. Through UWM, but mainly Mount Mary University. And when I say through UWM, I worked there as a chemistry lab technician. And so while there, I would have students come to my room sometimes, and I would tutor them in their biochem, chemistry, or biology courses. But I also did this solely at Mount Mary University. And so during this time, I was also actively studying for the MCAT, looking for shadowing opportunities, and somehow, some way, by God's divine hand, I was connected with the Cream City Medical Society. This is an organization out of Milwaukee that is underneath the National Medical Association, which comprises all Black physicians, all right? And so this all Black physician organization hired me on as an executive secretary, and I began to shadow some of the doctors, but also began to volunteer. And so to me, the journey towards medical school was laid out. So following, October of 2019, the Lord told me to leave my job, take a leap of faith. And I said, well, I'm going to do everything I need to do now to matriculate into medical school. Mind you, I left my job February 2020 by the direction of the Lord. And we know what happened in March of 2020, the pandemic. And so from that point, I started saying to myself, well, I'm having trouble studying for the MCAT. I can't get my volunteer hours, my shadowing hours. God, maybe you're not calling me into medicine. And that's what began my journey into ministry. So many of you met me when I was leaving Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and heading to Houston, Texas. And so from that place, the Lord began to birth the Healing Prophecy Ministry. which I'm sure some of you are actively watching this video from right now, the beginning of my journey. And then there are some of you who showed up during the Sunray era, during that channel. And then there are some of you that came where I am now, the full evolution of Sunray, the full evolution of the vision, the healing prophecy that the Lord gave me, which has now turned into the healed wife. All throughout this time, these last 4.5, 5 years, I've been sowing seeds of healing, instruction, teaching, prophecies, Bible studies, workshops, etc. And really just walking out this journey. And many of you know that specifically for the last 2 years, I was moving place to place. I lived in over 80 Airbnbs, and I was doing this as what I believe the Lord was calling me to do. I moved from Milwaukee to Houston, from Houston to LA, from LA to Atlanta, and from Atlanta now to Dallas, where I am now underneath the guidance of my mentor. And so I do have a few talking points because I do not want to take up too much of you guys' time. And so long story short, let's talk about where I am now. And so at the beginning of the year, well, actually at the end of the year, the Lord told me that I was going to go on a 2-year journey. This began right when I left Houston, December of 2022. December of 2024, he said the journey was complete, by which my mentor, Tara, which some of you know, Learn with Tara on TikTok, she reached out to me. And so she told me that the Lord wanted me to come underneath mentorship and discipleship for a certain period of time here in Dallas, Texas. Literally, my mentor was the answered prayer. Not just in providing me a bed and stability in a home, but for pouring so much into me these last 3 months. And so with that being said, as soon as I told her yes, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I wasn't, as soon as I told her yes, the Lord began to speak to me about medicine. And he said, you are willing to give up medicine for me. And so now I'm giving it back to you. Those of you, there's probably even still videos out there that I've said to you all that, oh, maybe God didn't want me to do medicine and I laid it down. But it was still a desire in my heart. But you want to know something that's so beautiful? The Lord will place a desire in your heart, but he will not give it to you until you are ready. Can I be honest with someone today? My pursuit back in 2016 for medicine was selfish. Yes, I wanted to help people, but the calling was not about the people. It was more so about me proving a point. It was more so about me showing my mom what I could do without her, my adopted mom. It was more so about, yeah, y'all see how smart I am? Pride. But now, I functioned in this healing ministry in the way that God has desired me to heal in the spiritual format. But now it's time to bring forth the whole perspective, the wholeness. There needs to be healing in both the spiritual body, but also in the physical body. My destiny is not complete without me attending medical school. Period. And now I see medicine as the cross that God has designed me to carry. I'm not worried about the studying, the long nights, or anything like that, because if you know me from way back when, you know Sunray likes to study. And so for me, this move, this shift represents everything. The Lord has sharpened me. The Lord has refined me with his holy fire. And I now see that medicine was never about me. Carrying these ministries these last few years has taught me it's never about me. It's about those that I'm called to impact. I could never heal until I did my other part, which was not just spiritual, but also practical, the physical, and go to medical school. And so with that being said, the Lord, once I gave him a yes to come here, he's like, now this is your pivot. God was already speaking to me about the DMV. But now I could see why. And so Oh, past experiences. So I mentioned me working with the Cream City Medical Society. And so I have my physician mentor. I'm getting more physician mentors. I am super connected in the medicine space, which is crazy, being that I've been years far removed from it. I also have my tutoring company, Tutorly Academy, which I'm so excited to revamp. Some of you guys don't know, but God gave me a divine download back in 2020 for this business. And I literally sacrificed it. I said, God, I'm sacrificing science. Do you not know how hard that was for me? The tears of joy I cried this year when God said, I'm giving it back. Ministry real quick. What is it that God has given back to you? Is it a job? Is it a career? Seek Him. Seek first the kingdom of God and all His righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. I sought God first. I laid my life on the line for ministry. And now the Lord is marrying the two. What they call it, married in medicine. Ministry and medicine, that's what we're going to call it. And so where am I at this point? So as I'm entering a post-baccalaureate program, the program that I'm in specifically, I am not able to use financial aid. I am not able to use federal loans, and private loans is not an option for me right now. And so what that means is that this entire journey has to be funded out of pocket. And so that brings me before the communities that I've served the last few years. My prayer is that God would touch your heart and that you would sow not into just my journey. I'm going on a journey to help heal other people. This is you sowing into destiny. And so with that, my mentor surprised me today, and she said she'll take care of my entire first semester. I still don't have the words for that. Anybody that's out there learning how to receive still, I just don't have any words. All I can do is say with a straight face is that she said she's taking care of my entire first semester. So I'm going to be in school for three years in a post-bac. Reason being is that even though I graduated with a degree, I have all the prerequisites. According to medical schools, after 5 years, you have to retake everything. So pretty much I'm right at the very beginning, and I'm okay with that. And so with that being said, I would love to not have the stress, the financial burden of trying to work a job while also getting all A's in my classes. The program I'm in, I have to get A's. It is a rigorous program. They do not play. She told me the B I get is my first exit out of the program. So me being able to fully focus on school, that's my desire. Okay? And so, with that being said, I do have a link, okay, a donation link set up for you guys to donate into this next part of my journey. I would appreciate anything, no matter what it is, whatever it is that God lays on your heart, because look, I'm going to school to be a doctor. And you want to know what's beautiful? I was trying to go to medical school back then, but I was afraid. I said, well, am I really going to be a doctor? I had so much doubt. I have no doubt now. When I tell you, I am so confident. As confident as I am about this chair holding me up is as confident as I am about God walking me through this journey. So there's no fear, there's no worry. Even about moving to the DMV. Hey, y'all, anybody in the DMV? Hey, y'all. But I'm excited, y'all. And so in advance, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I want to say thank you for taking the time to pray. I want to say thank you for taking the time to sow a seed. And also really quickly, I just want to say again that there are a lot of people around me that the Lord is bringing things back around. What you weren't ready for then, oh, you'll be ready now. The thing about the Old Testament and the New Testament is that the Old Testament represented a cycle. But once we get right back where we started, the only way we re-enter a cycle is if we do not change. There are some of you that may find yourself right back where you started. But my question to you is, have you changed? And if you've changed, even what seems to be similar around you, you will see a profound shift, because that's the God that we serve. And so anywho, I'm excited. I'm going to medical school. Y'all, just side note, I'm super excited about my calculators. I got me a new calculator, even though, whatever, okay. I'm gonna say this for future videos. I'm taking y'all with me on the journey, but I just really wanted to get this out that I need help from my community. Y'all have helped me before, but this is about destiny. This is about me impacting the lives of so many others. Medical school. Do y'all see me being a doctor? I see it. And there's a lot of things I could not see myself doing these last few years. But the fact that God gives us, as Pastor Tutor calls it, a divine mirror that shows us who he calls us, what he desires us to be. I can't sit back and allow that dream to pass by. And so in advance, I thank you for helping me. I thank you for sharing this video. I thank you for sewing. And I thank you for your well wishes along this journey. All right, this video is longer than I expected it to be. But my prayer is that the Lord has spoken to you about your journey, that the Lord has given you faith and encouragement, that just because it looks over doesn't mean that it is. All right, I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you guys later.